Hey there, glad you're with us. MLB The Show, your home for ranked seasons baseball. Robert Flores with you. Mookie Betts, ready to... First pitch, foul tipped. And oh man, that rang off his mask. You can hear it from up here. On the ground to short. Lindor collects it. One gone now. Carlos Beltran with his first trip to the plate today. That doesn't catch the zone.
Down.
Goes back to the changeup and misses. 2-0. Delivers a cutter out of the zone. Ball 4, that's a walk.
Ball 4. Runner, take your base.
Jackie Robinson, the next card off the deck. Fastball catches the zone. The heater misses for a ball. Runner takes off with a great jump. Safe. That's an easy stolen base. Kicks and delivers. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds tight. Count moves to 2-2. Blues with a runner in scoring position. And there's a hit. Beltran coming home. And he's safe at the plate. They take the lead.
The right fielder.
Tucker comes to the plate with a lead thanks to Jackie Robinson. Cruising in the slow lane. Good placement with the cutter for a strike. Swung on and lifted to left. Ramirez trying to get to it. Hauls it in for the out. Bryce Harper up now. Pickoff attempt. That's not going to get it done. Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. A pair of sinkers to start the at-bat, and it's 0-2. Runner on the go.
No, that missed.
Out, and the inning is over. That's an abrupt way to do it. We'll be right back. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the hill and starting in ranked seasons. Up against someone who thrives under pressure. It's a tough matchup, but the type you can absolutely win.
Let's go, baby.
Jackie Robinson leads us off.
The second baseman, number 42, Jackie
In the zone for a strike. Didn't tempt you to swing there. In the air to right. Brings it in. And now one away. So now the DH spot, Corey Seager. No bite. That's a foul ball. Seager ready. Hard hit down the line and left. Keeps it fair. Around first, digging for two.
Uh-oh.
Relay throw to second.
Close.
Safe. He beat it. Manny Ramirez steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. Cutter gets the swing and miss. A ball from Yamamoto.
I don't think I faced this card.
Not biting.
Yamamoto.
The count is 2-2. In the air, out to left center. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Ryan Howard looking to drive home Seager. First pitch good for a strike. Ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. Seager stands at second with two gone. That's in the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and two strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Keeps battling. Runner at second with two gone. Makes it 2-2. Thankfully, you didn't swing at that. In the air, headed to right center. Tucker giving his all. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. They leave a runner in scoring position and fail. Back here in a one-run game, Bryce Harper leads off the inning. Early advantage for the pitcher. Skips up some dust. Goes back to the curve. Cutter misses the mark. Swings. Hits a ground ball to short. Over to first. Harper retired. Gil Hodges is up now. He's the reason you don't see the number 14 worn by any players on the New York Mets. They retired his number back in 1972. Here comes the 1-0. Ball with the cutter missing the zone. Goes with the sinker. Third time using it in this at bat. Uncle Charlie misses the zone. One more time. The pitch. And that's a base hit. Kyle Schwarber ready to test his timing for the first time today. Goes with the curveball, but misses. There's the cutter.
Ball.
Relying on that pitch more than any other. Out of the zone.
That's a ball.
Changeup is good for a strike. From 3-0 to a full count. In the air, out to left. Ramirez with an easy look. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 gone here. Will Smith bats here in the second.
Will Smith.
Starts the at-bat with a strike. This is the target. The 1-2. Swings and lifts one to right center. Robinson under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Top half. Carlos Beltran gets us going this inning. That's ripped to right, down the line. And it's foul. Here comes a pitch. A strike from Yamamoto. And they start the frame with a strikeout. Biz Mackey is next to the plate. On the ground, and it squirts through the infield. Fernando Tatis Jr. strides to the plate. Spit on that one. Cutter misses the target. Fights it, foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Not a strike. Still breathing. The 3-2. You solved that at bat. Take your base. Francisco Lindor up now with 2 runners on base. Not happening. The 1-1. Goes foul. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted to center. Beltran drifting under it. Puts it away for the out. And he won't go for third. Stays put at second with 2 away. So up next to the dish, Chris Bryant. That'll be foul. 0-1 on the way. Hits it foul. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And this could score the run from second. Beltran throws it back in there safely. Jackie Robinson next to hit after the RBI single. Fouls it. And the righty kicks and delivers. Stay patient. Here comes a 1-2. And the runner takes off from first. Goes down looking. Yoshinobu Yamamoto collects a big strikeout. Didi Gregorius is the leadoff hitter this inning. First pitch of the ball. That's a strike.
Ha!
The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses the zone with a changeup. And that one's in there for strike 3. Mookie Betts steps up as a parallel 2 card. Starting on the front foot. Cutter doesn't catch the zone. Two balls and 1 strike. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Hits it on the ground to short. Lindor. And now 2 away. Getting ready to hit Carlos Beltran. Clearly not a guy you want to allow on the bases. Fights it off. The wind to the pitch. That was Phil. Smashes one deep. Drifting back is Tatis. Squeezes it. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Rodriguez. Back here. Seattle. Corey Seager goes up against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So they turn to the lefty, Garrett Clevenger. Seager stands in now and watches strike 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. A strikeout on just 3 pitches. That was nice and tight. Manny Ramirez comes to the plate here in the 3rd. Still looking for a hit. 0 for 1 after flying out to center. Now this is a rocket to left. 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Ryan Howard at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The 0-1 now. Rousers. Swings and lifts one to left. Hodges moves under this one. Makes the catch. Inning over. 3 innings. Welcome back. Nothing separating these teams at the moment. Jackie Robinson hits leadoff this inning. Single to center his first time up. And fouled away. And the lefty kicks and delivers. Throws one in the dirt.
Ball.
Swings. Hits a ground ball to the left side. On to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker. Was that pitch in low power mode or? Cutter misses.
Ball.
Here comes a pitch. Strike 3. He closed out that at bat in style. Here's Bryce Harper settling in. Hitless in his first trip to the plate. Starts the at bat with a ball. Misses the plate with the fastball. That pitch had a parachute attached.
Ball.
2-2. The pitch. Strike 3. They go down in order. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. We have a good one for you. This game is all tied up. Carlos Beltran leads things off in the bottom of the 4th. Smash down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Kicks and delivers. Ripped on a line. Beltran retired. Biz Mackey now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Not going for that.
Ball.
Fastball catches the low inside corner. Mackey blasts one foul. The pitch. And we'll do it again. No dice. Hard ground ball to the hot corner. Gregorius over to first. And that's out number 2. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. And that goes foul. Tatis waits. Misses the plate with the sweeper. That's smashed towards center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Blues enjoy a clean inning without any runs allowed. We're all tied up at 1 as we march on in this one. Eduardo Rodriguez back on the bump here in the 5th. Hodges in the box now and takes strike 1. And that's a little bit high. The 1-2. Fastball off the plate.
That's a ball.
It's the fastball that misses. Ripped on the ground to second. Robinson whips it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate here in the 5th. Gets Wood on it. Ripped on a line to center. Beltran makes the grab. Next up here in the 5th inning, Will Smith. Flied out his first time up. Throwing bubbles for strikes. Swings. It's a ground ball to short. Lindor on to first. 3rd out, and the inning is over. Rodriguez doesn't cough any up. It was a whole lot of nothing. Welcome back to Seattle. Ranked season baseball continues. Francisco Lindor bats first this inning. Fights it off. And the lefty sets, kicks, fires. Just looking for a strike. Strike 2, and he might try that pitch one more time. Fouls it with 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2 pitch. Hanging tough. That one's on the house.
That's the ball.
Ground ball to short. Betts whips it to first. 1 away. In the box, Chris Bryant singled and drove in a run his first time to the plate. It finds its way through for a hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. Jackie Robinson strolls to the plate. Hitless so far, but the law of averages says you're due for at least a loud foul ball this time around. Tag. He's safe. It's a stolen base. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. Here's the designated hitter, Corey Seager. Double steal. This could be big. Swing, hits a ground ball to second. There's one.
Up next for Washington, the left fielder, number 24.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Ryan Howard comes to bat with all the bags occupied. First pitch catches the plate. It's 0-2. Didn't even think about swinging. Fly ball and hit well. Don't look now, but it's a bases clearing shot. And just like that, they toss 4 on the board with one swing. He knew it was gone as soon as he hit it. Well, that certainly changes things, doesn't it? Adam Ottavino, the new arm out of the bullpen. The Blues saw enough with a grand slam and make the change. Fly ball, right field. Hauls it in. That's the third out. We played 5. And now it's a 4-run game. Didi Gregorius, ready to start this inning. Struck out against a fastball in his previous at-bat. Hit hard to second. One away now, and that brings up the versatile Mookie Betts.
Foul ball.
Swings, and it's ripped up the middle. It gets down for a hit, and the egg hunt card wins the battle.
Up next for the Blues,
Carlos Beltran in the box with a runner on first. Got to keep him off the bags, or he's going to turn this into a track meet. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Misses the plate with a curveball. That's in the dirt. Swings. It's a ground ball to the left side. 1 and 2nd. It's a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Welcome back. 4 runs separating these two teams at the moment. Biz Mackey leads off playing from ahead and fouls it. 0-1. The pitch. Cutter gets a whiff. Never a doubt. Stays alive. The righty kicks and delivers. Swing and a drive. Way up there. Way back there. And way out of here. A majestic blast. Home run. And now that makes it a 5-run game. Fernando Tatis Jr. comes to the plate after the leadoff homer. Fouls it off. Righty sets, kicks, fires. Early swing and foul. Sit down. That was fast. Only 3 pitches to get the strikeout. Francisco Lindor up now to face a pitcher from the World Baseball Classic Series. Catches the zone with the first pitch. 1-1 now. Swings. It's a ground ball to the right side. Base hit. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. Bryant at the dish with a runner on first. So now we see the righty reliever out of the pen, Roki Sasaki. So we have a postseason series card getting ready to go to work. Chris Bryant in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Not all pitches that wander are lost. 1-2 the count. Off the plate. No appeal needed. Went around for the strikeout. Jackie Robinson steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. Bunted into the air. Smith gets it to first. Not in time, and he's safe. Corey Seager up now with runners at first and second. You made contact against that velo? Wow. Color me impressed. Seager waits. Seager hits it foul. Here comes the pitch to Seags. I would have swung and missed there. Swung on, hit hard to center. Beltran moving back for it, makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they get a run in the inning, and they have a 5-run cushion. Good to have you with us at T-Mobile Park. Jackie Robinson, the leadoff hitter, steps into the box down by. Five. So they'll ride with a tops now card in this spot, Brian Weathers. Line drive, slice the other way. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double and his second hit. Here's Kyle Tucker. This is smacked left field line, and it's a foul ball. Takes the lead at second with nobody out. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. That one ran inside, almost got it. Misses the plate for a ball. The count is full. In the air, headed to center. High, but harmless. Here's Bryce Harper.
Up next for Albuquerque, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Good for a strike. That was filthy. Slider misses for a ball. Inside. Makes the grab, 2 down. Gil Hodges comes up here in the 7th.
The left fielder, Gil Hodges.
Starts with a strike. Hard hit down the line and left, and that will drop foul. Runs the count to 1-2. Misses down and in. slider. Strike three. And that's the inning. Welcome back. It's sunny here in Seattle, and you can't ask for a better day for some Diamond Dynasty baseball. Manny Ramirez gets us going in this frame. Count is 0-1. Make him come to you. 2-1 is the count now. Delivers a deep shot. That sound tells the story. Perfect, and it's way gone. Really got a hold of that one. That makes it a 6-run game late in this one. Hello there. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show welcomes you to Ranked Seasons Baseball. I'm Robert Flores. Jackie Robinson, ready to roll. Swung on and lifted to right center. Trout bolting towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Corey Seager comes up for his first AB of the game.
Corey Seager.
Starts the at-bat with a ball. Fouls that off. Here's the 1-1. This one smashed down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Not finished yet. And the pitch. Keeps the plate appearance going. The 1-2 once again. Swung on and powers it. Don't bother chasing that one. Coors Field can't contain it. It's gone for a home run. And they take the lead. Ramirez comes to the plate with a lead thanks to Corey Seager. Foul ball. Ramirez ready. Off speed, out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. Line drive. This has double written all over it. Around first, digging for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 6.
Ryan Howard ready to swing it with a runner on second. Swings and misses out in front. 0-2 is the count. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a strikeout. Easy work. So up next to the dish, Carlos Beltran. Misses with the first pitch. Cleared the hips early. Pitchers ahead, 1-2. Extends the at-bat. Swings. Hits a ground ball to short. Out, and that'll keep more runs from scoring. Parker Messick on the rubber to start for the visitors. This is where you set the tone for the entire game. No pressure, right? Willie Castro leads us off, already down a run. Rips one to center. Beltran waiting for it. Squeezes it, and one away. It's the man with professional-grade weather equipment at his house, Mike Trout. He jokes that he might have been a storm chaser if baseball never worked out. Misses with the changeup. Goes back to the changeup. That's in the dirt. Goes back to the slur. Not done yet. Lifted in the air to right. Robinson camps under it. Hey, Bulldog. Kyle Schwarber is next to the plate.
Kyle Schwarber.
Slider misses the zone. Goes back to the slider. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Swing and a ground ball to first. Keeps it fair. Now he turns and heads for second. Tatis throws it back in. Not going to get him. He's in there. Anthony Santander steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. Foul ball. Kicks and delivers. Swings and blasts one to left center. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. First inning. Back in Denver for this ranked showdown. Biz Mackey leads things off, up by a run. Fouls it. Hard hit down the line and left. And that will drop foul. The 0-2 now. 2-strike foul. The 0-2. Valenzuela settling under it. Puts it away for the out. Now representing the World Baseball Classic Series at the dish, Fernando Tatis Jr. Early bird special. Needs a breather. Hits it foul. Lifted in the air to right center. Takes it in for the out. Francisco Lindor strolls to the dish to square off against a member of the Topps Now series. Changeup is good for a strike. In the air to left. Schwarber gets there. He's under it. Brings it in for the third out. That was a quick frame. Only needed 9 pitches to retire the side. Back here in a one-run game, Von Brita leads off with his team playing from behind. Have to be very careful against a hitter with this much power. Fly ball to right center. Beltran camping under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jorge Polanco struts to the plate with boosted attributes as a parallel 3 car. Stays with it. Foul. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Into center field. That falls for a hit.
Batting 7, the shortstop,
Jesus Mate in the box with a runner on first. Misses the cutter. Swings and lifts one to left center. Brings it in, and that's out number 2. Brandon Valenzuela steps to the plate for the first time in this one. 2 Tops Now series cards battling here. Went with the change, but misses. Out of the zone. In the air to left center. Ramirez drifting under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Messick wraps it up without allowing any runs to score. And it's still a one. Chris Bryant gets us going this inning. Fouled away. The pitch. Just early. On a line. Makes the grab, 1 down. Jackie Robinson now at the plate.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
He lays one down. Polanco over to pick it up. In there safely.
He's in there.
The bat, number 5.
Corey Seager at the dish with a runner on first. There goes Jackie.
Yeah.
Safe. And that's a stolen base. Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position. That's ripped into the outfield. Robinson tags up. Safe. He beat it. Now a chance for Manny Ramirez. Mate. That's the inning. They strand the runner at third. Cedar Rafaela gets us going in this frame. Hits it foul. It's the fastball that misses. And the pitch. Stays alive. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No appeal. That's the fastball. Third time using it in this at bat. 2-strike fastball is fouled off. Swing and a drive. It's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double. Willie Castro ready to swing it with a runner on second. Misses the zone with the first pitch. Line drive, sliced the other way. That's a base hit. Rafaela headed for the plate. He scores easily. It's 1-1. Mike Trout at the dish after the game-tying single. One at bat so far, he flew out. Ground ball, could be two. Over to second for one. On to first, double play. The batter now, Kyle Schwarber.
Arizona, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch is a strike. On the ground, and it squirts through the infield. Anthony Santander in the box with a runner on first. 0 for 1, looking for a hit here. Someone get him a compass. Doesn't connect. He was late. Goes with the fastball, favoring that pitch more than any other. Still alive at the plate. 1-2, the pitch. Running it back with the four-seamer. Keeps battling. Strike three. Got him with the backdoor breaking ball. Back in a flat. Stay tuned for more DD. Welcome back to the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. Jeffrey Springs ready to begin his fourth inning of work on the bump. Howard swings through it for strike one. And gets wood to it, but foul. Fouls off the cutter to stay alive. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Changeup misses the zone. Staying alive. Hit on the ground to second. Castro fields it cleaner. And one gone. Next to the plate, Carlos Beltran. Grounded out to short his first time up. Stays with it, but foul. Here comes a pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Rafaela under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Biz Mackey, the next card off the deck.
The catcher, number 40, Biz Mackey.
Delivers a change. His preferred pitch to open and at bat. Fastball catches the zone. Swings. It's a ground ball to third. Out number 3. Down in order they go. Juan Brito, the first to hit this inning. 0 for 1, looking to change that here. Swings first pitch, and take a look at this one. Yard work. It's gone. And they take the lead. Jorge Polanco comes to the plate now following the solo home run. Swung on and lifted to center. Beltran makes the grab. Now the shortstop, Jesus Mate, hitless in his first trip to the plate. Jumps on the first pitch and hits this one on the sweet spot. On its way out of here. A home run. Not wasting any time settling in. Swings. It's a ground ball to third. Bryant throw to first. 2 gone here. Ceddanne Rafaela comes to bat here in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 3, Ceddanne Rafaela.
0-1 to start. That's a ball. Went with the slider. Swings and misses at a breaking ball off the plate. Keeps the lights on. And we'll do it again. The Bulldogs have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame. We'll do it again. And the lefty sets, kicks, fires. What is he, contact swinging? What is this? The lefty kicks and delivers. Fouls it with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Slider. Strike 3. And that's the inning. The Aviators played 2 runs in the frame, and now they lead by 2. Fernando Tatis Jr. ready to go.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tries to get to an off-speed pitch away from the plate and can't connect. Didn't even flinch. Oh, that ball is blasted. Kiss it goodbye. And that is why Fernando Tatis Jr. is a former MLB The Show cover athlete. Wow. Francisco Lindor comes to the plate now as the tying run following the homer. Came up empty first time up, 0 for 1. Bites it off. Tight matchup here in DD. Slider for a strike. And I would throw that again in this spot. This is smacked left field line. And that drops foul. In the air, out to right center. Trout sprinting towards it. Hauls it in. And now 1 away. Next to the plate in this 9-inning game, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Out in front, and that's a foul ball. The Aviators lead by a run. Hits it on the ground to short. Mate handles. Now 2 away. A member of the Milestone Series is at the dish, Jackie Robinson. Gets a piece. Bulldogs 2 down, nobody on. Swings and lifts one to right. Castro glamping under it. Makes the catch. 3rd out, and the inning is over. Top half of the 5th is complete. Don't go anywhere. Willie Castro ready to roll. No room for error against a hitter with this kind of power. Swinging first pitch, and it pays off. This one is very well struck. Going back and gone. A home run. And that makes it 3 home runs in the game for this squad. Mike Trout up with the bases empty after the homer from the World Baseball Classic Series. So out of the bullpen comes the righty, Jonathan Broxton. He's into the game with the bases empty. Trout up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Goes back to the sinker. Zips a fastball, but off target. That won't hurt the ego, huh? The count is full. Strike three looking. That one came in at 99. Kyle Schwarber ready to go, and we're looking at a parallel 5 card in the box here. The count is 1-0. Here's the pitch. Might want to offer him a map. Goes back to the cutter. That ball is smoked on a perfect swing, and I don't think it's going to say goodbye before leaving this party. The long ball continues to be a story in this one. That's their 4th home run as a team. In the air, headed to right. Tatis moves under it. Can of corn. Next up here in the 5th inning, Juan Brito.
The third baseman, Juan Brito.
Someone left the oven on. Swung on and driven deep. Going back. It bangs off the wall. In safely, it's a double and his 2nd hit.
Now batting for the
Here's the first baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Polanco.
Gets a piece. Runner at 2nd with 2 gone. Swings, and this one is smacked. It's off the scoreboard. Runner from 2nd crosses the plate. Just beat the tag, and that's a double. Jesus Mate comes to the plate following the RBI double. 100 miles per hour and foul. And the pitch. Changeup misses for a ball. Into center field, that falls for a hit. Polanco coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He scored. It's 7-2. Valenzuela in the box now and takes strike 1. Fouls off the 100-mile-per-hour pitch. Mate at 2nd with 2 down. Line drive, and it bounces down in fair territory. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. And he touches home. And into 2nd easily with a 2-out double. Stepping in, Cedar Rafaela. Goose Gossage, the new arm, and they have a diamond on the mound. Rafaela can't hold up, and that's a strike. Gets a piece. The righty kicks and delivers. Didn't get the call. Softly in the air, down the line. And it's foul. Here's another 1-2 pitch. Fastball. Strike 3. Back here in a 6-run game. Jeffrey Springs back on the rubber here in the 6th. They'll try to get some hits off him, but it hasn't been easy, that's for sure. Corey Seager at the plate now, and that's strike 1. That's ripped to right, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Misses the zone with a changeup. Fastball off the plate. On the ground to first.
No,
and
foul
that's
ball.
foul. The wind to the pitch. That's the fastball. Gone to it 3 times in this matchup. Fouls off the heater to stay alive. Not done yet. The 3-2. And it's a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
Next to the plate here in the 6th, Manny Ramirez. Wise
Ball back
choice.
outside.
1-1 the count. Out of the
That's
zone
it.
with the
Ball
cutter.
2.
Runner on the go, trying to take second.
Inside, ball 3.
Out! And that wasn't close. The pitch to Ramirez. Misses outside, ball 4. Ryan Howard steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. And a base hit laced into right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Carlos Beltran up now with 2 runners on base. Popped up right center field. Trout galloping towards it. Holds it in, 2 away. Now at the plate, Biz Mackey. Out in front and foul. And the lefty kicks and delivers. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. That wraps up the top of the 6th. Welcome back to Coors Field. Willie Castro bats first as we start the bottom of the 6th. Starts with the ball. Righty sets, kicks, fires. Runs it back with the heater. Firing up the blowtorch once again. Swung on and lifted to right. Drifting back is Tatis. Brings it in. Leadoff hitter retired in the 6th. Mike Trout at the dish.
Batting for the Aviator, the right fielder, Mike Trout.
Picks up a strike with the slider. That's foul. Mike Trout smashes one. A no-doubter. It's out of here. Trout has gone deep. Good grief. He was not fooled one bit. Schwarber up now following that home run from Mike Trout. Delivers a ball. Joan Duran, the new arm out of the bullpen. The Bulldogs make the change following the home run. Made him look a little foolish there. Able to foul away 103. The righty sets, kicks, fires. Lives to see another pitch. The one, the kick, the pitch. Swung on and crushed. Beltran giving his all. And it bounces over the wall for an automatic double. And a run comes in on the play. Anthony Santander steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. 0 for 3 after a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. Aviators with a runner in scoring position. Stays in the fight. Hanging tough. One, two, the count. Goes with the sinker. A heavily used pitch in this AB. Frozen like the birthday cake sitting in my freezer for the last 10 years. Seriously, are we ever going to eat that? Juan Brito shuffles to the plate. First pitch misses. Attacks with the sweeper and gets a strike. And that one's foul. Runner at second with 2 down. Keeps swinging with 2 strikes. Grab some pine. The superstar goes down with a strikeout. Stay tuned. Back here in a 7-run game. Congratulations on not quitting. Fernando Tatis Jr. steps to the box to start the 7th. Count is 0-1. Back it goes for a foul ball. The pitch to Tatis. Fouls the change to keep the at-bat going. El Nino is ready. Hit on the ground to third. Brito fires across the diamond. That's out number 1. Francisco Lindor digs in.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Fouls it straight back. Bulldogs. 1 down, bases empty. Swing and a miss. He was late.